DOZHATOLDYA.COM.
It don't matter what you do or say, I won't accept defeat. Only thing you succeeding in was waking and sleeping beasts. I'm resistant, fighting against elements that always give me precedence. Spiritual and warfare, guess you could say I'm heaven sent. Angel on my right shoulder, so you know where the devil is. Persistent, I just gotta keep my own commitment. Avoiding all bad energy, don't wanna take no chances. Flirting with the reaper, I'm rejecting all advances. Believing in the negative, now the thoughts I'm recanting. Watching what's growing in my garden from seeds I planted. Had my locks and cut them off, cause I felt just like Samson. They say home is where the heart is, wherever you standing. Viewed as a nomad, hating, I really know that. Emotional at times, wishing I never showed that. The places that I've been still posting my mind like throwback. Speaking what's on my heart, I deal with all of the. They try to tell me crime pays. Got me remembering I couldn't afford an entree. Outcast, I feel like my name is Andre. Making money, use a small amount to parlay. We gon' get it on a mission, even when my vision seeming like it's foggy.
Everybody gangster till they face a goon, whipping on that liquor. Let's back off it now and take some shrooms. Shot a gun at 10 years old, barely held, shit went boom. Don't assume you can't read my mind and you can't read a room. Body language, everything. Learn that that's some heavy game. Mouth say what it wanna say. Watching is the only way. I might joke and laugh a lot, but really I don't really play. Whoop de woo, say whoop de woo de woo, but I never say fear ain't always bad.
It's going on. We definitely don't want to see it funny motherfuckers be making rich.
But you sensationalize it and monetize it to YouTube.
The American dream.
And then tell on niggas, man. Like, under the guise of being a nigga super.
You know why? Because he not under the rules that niggas is playing by.
Yo.
He didn't grow up in the system. Had to hang around the white boys because the niggas wasn't fucking with him.
Yeah.
Started reading up on that gang shit and you know, found a niche. I give him this, the nigga smart. He's smart. Then the motherfucker.
Some niggas be just talking in circles, and he one of them niggas. I would love to sit down and have a
But
conversation.
to do that sometimes becomes an art.
Yeah, exactly.
When you start making money off of it.
Oh, you know who to fuck with. You know who to fuck with. That nigga ain't sat down with the right
I called him Ezel. Say Ezel to the rappers. And then you say my neck, my back.
This is
my neck and my back.
I'm gonna tell you like if
He hit him with the neck and the back.
I'll take it even deeper.
if he get killed, what that's gonna do to the psyche of people that's not gang members, children that ain't got in the gang yet, ain't submersed into hip hop culture, it's gonna fuck them up severely. Well, I better not go against the game.
I'm gonna keep it real. If I'm an A&R and I got a hot rapper that I'm trying to like push as a gangster, man, I'm setting up a slap. I ain't gonna lie. I'm setting up a slap. You ain't gotta kill this nigga. You ain't gotta. I'm setting up a slap. I'm not gonna lie. We know this. Hey man, this fucking Jenner shit is real. You know, you gotta be on that momager shit. That yo, Kris Jenner is the GOAT.
I'm tired of people feeling like they still gotta go that route. I'm tired of these niggas still putting
That's
it out
what's
there.
happened with hip hop, bro.
It's like
that's what it is.
we
It's
rappers.
sensational
We rappers.
shit.
You know when a nigga first started this shit, what were you saying? Why I just wanna get up out of this
Man,
shit?
listen,
I wanna take my family out of this shit.
Hey, you know what it was for me? Because I wasn't never broke. Like I didn't have that same struggle. My shit for me, I just wanted to be popular, known, and one of the niggas that acknowledged that I was nice. I used to really rap. I used to really rap. I wanted niggas to be like, yo, that nigga nice. I wanted to be regarded as somebody who could really fucking rap. That was what it was for me. It was a pride.
Respect thing
Yeah.
for the craft.
Woo.
So when you rap, you talk about selling drugs and I ain't talking
Nah,
about
I never got into that shit. I
If it is, so I'm saying, I would like it still.
Okay, my bad. I mean, I'm asking like.
I'm probably not.
I love niggas who can rap about drug selling well. If you can do it artistically, if you can do it artistically, if you can do it and forgive me.
How many ways can you cook dope?
Right, not.
Huh? Just ask a question. I'm gonna hit you with something. How many ways can you cook dope?
Maybe 3 if you're good.
So how many niggas we need to tell us the same recipe over and over.
I got you this, right? But to counter that, here's what I'm gonna give you, right? Jadakiss. Drug rapper. But the nigga said he's the first rapper to cook crack on a Foreman grill. That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's a punchline.
And that's what I lived for at the time.
But I'm talking about.
Oh no, I get what you're saying.
Dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Jada
said he used to cook bass in the microwave. Like all that shit. Like that's witty ass shit. That's fucking. I'm sorry, I'm quoting on.
Yeah,
that's witty shit, nigga. He's talking about the same shit. He's just painting it differently. That's why we love Jay. That's why we love T.I. when he was talking this shit.
It ain't always blatant. That's
now it's blatant. I hate the blatant shit.
That blatant
I don't
shit.
believe in it.
It's like somebody said, y'all too lyrical, man. The kids ain't getting that shit like they need to. Dumb that shit down so these kids get some feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. Y'all used to say, oh man.
Little Tyrone got turned to a man by this summer, nigga. Like,
oh man, now you hit one on the head.
Check.
You hit one on the head with that.
Hey man, yeah, we been back for a minute, man. These boys is cooking tonight. Yeah, they said that earlier that you're definitely cooking. This is part 2. Matter of fact, let me make sure I went ahead and press start. Oh yeah, I didn't put 3, 2, and a 1. Part 2. The DOZHATOLDYA podcast 38, 39. I think I put 38 in the caption.
39.
When you get this old, you gonna get forgetful as hell already, man. Get forgetful as hell. They call me Forgetful Jones,
you
man.
still got a barcode on your ass, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
You still new.
Yeah, man. Still got a lot of time out here, man. Still a lot of time, but a lot to talk about. Y'all boys were just in here cooking. I'm sorry to kind of break up what y'all had going on. Y'all had some political, but we got to get political with all.
Tell them the truth.
It's time to get political.
Tell the truth, man. We're not fucking off with you niggas, man.
We're not against rap. We're not against rappers.
We are against those thugs.
You know what I'm saying? And Charleston White is against those thugs. Y'all heard he definitely against those thugs. So I know he definitely liked that song. Where I'm gonna start first? I guess I might as well just get it on out. Oh, okay. We gotta answer the question first. Okay. Halloween movies. Halloween, Homecoming Edition. Shout out to FAMU and JSU and all the other homecoming weekends that are out there. Anybody want to go first? Scary movies. What's your favorite scary movie?
I'm gonna let you go first.
I guess I'm weird. Like my girl, she's into it, and that shit was kind of scary, but it wasn't like frightening to me. I don't believe in the whole paranormal shit. You know what the most frightening movie for me? All them Saw movies. The Saw movies. Those are scary.
More realistic.
Those are scary as shit to me. So I guess those would be the scariest Halloween movies to me. Is them Saw movies. Seem like some shit that might happen to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Them shit's frightening.
I'm gonna keep it all the way real. This is probably the first time I said this on air. I don't believe in holidays. But them scary movies, when I was a kid, Lawnmower Man and the Hellraiser was the ones that make me, still to this day, I don't watch fucking scary movies. If it's one on in the house, every light on in the motherfucking house.
Man, I'm trying to remember. That was some virtual reality shit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of
I don't fuck with that Hellraiser shit either. Goddamn.
I had to go ahead and tell somebody. I was like, I guess I'm scared because I was like, I don't really watch horror movies.
Yeah,
like,
I ain't on it.
Like, right? I was like, a lot of them. I was like, yeah, I'm not probably not gonna watch it.
Hey, that energy is something.
And then it's like I end up watching it because somebody else is watching it for the most part. But after, I think the last Freddy and Jason, I just didn't really.
It ain't for me.
It wasn't really.
Yeah.
It was still the same thing, but I think they got kind of. I don't like the paranormal ones, but I'm gonna say my favorite scary movie is Driving While Black Without a License at night.
Is that a real movie?
That's a real movie. That's me leaving this motherfucker tonight.
That's scary. That's scary, nigga. That's some frightening.
Oh, do say.
Stop making it worse. Nah, man. But yeah, man. If my favorite costume that I ever had to wear, I dressed up as Bob Marley one time, but not really. All I did was wear. I had dreads, and I just put on a long sleeve shirt that like a jean jacket. I put on like a jean jacket like you got on right now, Merle. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be Bob Marley today. It was like a jean jacket, but it was like a shirt. You know what I'm saying? And I just button that motherfucker up. I just button that motherfucker up and had on some jeans.
Put your dreads up in a hat.
Dreads in a hat.
Workman.
I was like, I'm Bob Marley now. Let's go. That was my favorite costume.
My last costume I wore before a nigga just started buying masks and a hoodie was, I think my mama when I was younger cut like a box up to make me look like Optimus Prime or some shit. But it was some shit she did herself, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the moms that's making costumes for their kids, man. I've seen it and I've been there.
Yeah, I've been there too, man.
Cut out the sheets or whatever, make you a ghost or whatever. Like, shout out to the moms.
Stop celebrating that bullshit, y'all. Stop drinking that motherfucking Kool-Aid.
Yeah, spending all your money on candy and giving it away.
Yeah.
Got kids going. It is weird that we do like.
We gotta start trashing these motherfucking holidays on the holidays. The ones that we don't believe in or we don't really fuck with, we gotta start trashing.
Well, you know, Halloween, man, it's kind of hard, man, because I want to see the women dress up. Everybody gonna get dressed up for their Instagram. They can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna go hard for their Instagram because they dress up every day and play Instagram games. So the Instagram game is super turned up.
Y'all see Free Guy?
Free Guy. No, I don't know Free Guy.
I want to see all the fine zombies.
Hey,
Girls gonna be having zombie face. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna be twerking on camera.
Can I turn your podcast into Drink Champs? Take a shot of
Yeah, all day.
I'm gonna take one. I appreciate you.
Yeah, all day. You know what I'm saying? Put me a shot.
Definitely.
We sure ain't take one because the last three, four shows we've been taking little shots.
Yeah, I've been trying not to, man. We get too.
You don't want to get the sponsor. You don't want to sell to the black babies. That's what everybody else doing. You don't want to do it, Dave. Right,
yeah, but you know what though? That shit, you know,
crib malt liquor.
Really and truly, like, you know, we don't get no energy to that shit. We got knowledge of self. We understand that shit really about pagan holidays. Don't want to get all that. But like,
I don't do the holidays. Ain't no holiday after this one.
That should be fun for me. I'm not gonna lie. That should be fun to fucking like go to the parties where the dress up shit happen and all that. You know, I like it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say it like this. Tony Red don't believe in no goddamn holidays.
We're not saying belief, but we stop believing in holidays.
If I got a show that I need to be to or something and I got to dress up, I'm there. Book me now. Like, we can play for that night, but
I feel that. I respect that.
I keep it real. I just can't lie.
Well, it's also homecoming weekend, FAMU and JSU, and it's going down in Tallahassee. But Lotto was supposed to be booked, but it was in the news that Lotto basically said that she wasn't booked, and FAMU said that they got the receipts. So we're going to see, you know what I'm saying, we're going to report more or after this weekend and see how that goes as that story develops. I just had to kind of throw that one in there or whatever because I did remember seeing that headline. And they got the City Girls and a bunch of people that I have no idea whatever. So I am officially old and out of the game. I may check in or not. Shout out to Tallahassee. It's like a second home for me. And shout out to DJ Demp. Shout out to Loose Kid. Everybody doing their thing or whatever out there. You know, I see y'all boys. But shout out to Pop That Is, whatever. Gotta play his new record. And, I got a lot of family out there. Man.
You know what? Sorry to even interject, but I gotta do it because you reminded me when you were mentioning some of the female rappers we were talking about City Girls and shit. I owe you this apology.
Okay.
I owe you this apology, and you might not even know it. you have been in Chameleon's corner since inception. I'll say.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Since her career inception is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you were there, championing this lady. I'm talking about promoting this lady, bigging this lady up, really giving her crazy props.
facts.
And I want to say you and I even, not a debate, but we had a back and forth about one of the singles. And I was saying how I thought the single was a local Joker track.
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
this ain't going to get no traction.
You said he had the vision
Fucking
way before
it
popped
man.
out.
Oh
And
man, I told you Doja turned to a Doja told you, man.
Listen.
Yep.
And I gotta give you that. I said I ain't know coming here whether or not I was gonna walk into that, and you be like, nigga, you remember that time I told you, and now look, I'm going on HBO, Showtime, or whatever. Like, you don't remember me telling you this shit was gonna happen, like when she was making Twerk for Jesus songs, nigga, and I'm like, nah.
Please.
Oh
Please
yeah. But
And
you know,
That was a horrible look.
yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Saw the vision, because I was like, this
I
is
got
never work. This is never gonna work. None of this is gonna blow.
I ain't agree with that.
Man, listen.
But basically,
Even though I
it's steps.
understand.
It's steps.
Okay.
And I speak on it. My new way of speaking on that. Shout out to Chameleon, but my new way of speaking on that is Doja told you it may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, it may not happen next week. But just remember when it happened.
Doja
Doja told you.
Listen,
right?
and
know
you
what I'm saying?
definitely did. You definitely
Doja
did.
told you, man. You know, and that's just what sometimes it just comes. Shout out to Rap Shit. Actually, they got congratulations to Rap Shit for already getting an award. I mean, not an award, but a nomination for an award. And many nominations to come with Rap Shit, man. If you ain't watched it, it's on HBO Max. Go check it out. Issa Rae, big fan of Rap Shit, but there's a lot that come with that with the female rappers, whatever. Like basically, I even shout out Pretty Eyes shooting a video this weekend, whatever, on Sunday. Shout out to my sister Pretty Eyes, whatever. She's shooting a video.
Shout out to her.
Sunday, go check her out. She'll be at Dynasty. And a lot of times though, I'm not to say that I was right, you were wrong situation, but it's based off of perspective. Like I said, it'd be based off of just moves, like, and I remember, I think, telling you then, the bad publicity going to be just as good right now for her as anything else. Cause shit, and now at least motherfuckers talking about you. I'm saying, so them on even from my perspective on this show, then I got to make somebody mad for motherfucker, to talk about us. Cause the person that made everybody mad, we've been talking about all week. Sheesh. And I try not to drop, not the name drop, but we'll just get it out of the way, whatever, real quick. He canceled off of everything.
Kanye is the homie.
Tony is team protect to Kanye.
Gemini gang.
I think that I knew he was gonna shut up. I didn't think it was gonna be this bad, but I'm not mad as what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I think he need to sit his ass down, but I think that it's embellished on how everybody just trying to jump in to be talked about. So everybody is saying that they dropping. Doja told you is officially not dropping Kanye West.
No!
You know what I'm saying?
Come on here, Kanye. We got you, baby.
We're not dropping Kanye West as far as from our platform. I don't want to talk about him anymore.
We got more 50,000 views strong, man. Come on up here, man.
I'm still gonna play the music to a certain extent, but I am tired of his ass. I need him to sit his ass down somewhere and go away for a while.
That's what they want, man. They want you to be tired of. They don't want you to get the message, bro. They want to put a block on him before this nigga say something that's detrimental, and these niggas actually wake up. That's the only reason to cancel a motherfucker, when you don't want to hear something.
Man, in a sense, you can't, like, basically just expect repercussions or whatever on all levels. Like
This is the J. Edgar Hoover.
on all levels, especially of hate speech or whatever. When it comes to, you know what I'm saying, hate crimes are going across the board. It's not just a black thing, so they will put it on anybody. Like as far as like basically when they say their policies, they'll throw their policies out there. But I just want to say that people, we saying Jewish media, but really the media is us now. We're the media. Social media is the new media. So it's not the Jewish media that's doing the narrative. It's the people that I actually be reading every day on Facebook, or the things that I see on Instagram as far as really about Kanye. It's the other media spaces that's dropping all the negative shit about everybody or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But then he also thrived in those media spaces, I feel like, for a while. Because he had Justin LeBoy on his coattails. He got the other guy, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Jason or whatever, on his coattails or whatever. Like all the little messy little gossipers or whatever to a certain degree or whatever. So
you right though.
You could see the game being played, but that's why I meant about integrity or whatever, as far as what I felt like I was kind of, I felt like that's the drop off for me. You know what I'm saying?
But that's every superstar to get into them situations. That's the game that they had to play the whole way up.
Do you think like right now is calculated, or do you think calculated
now
with the not with the exception, but calculated to include the potential results of?
I think he had an AV moment.
AB has mental health issues. So no.
No, Kanye is a Gemini.
AB has mental health issues.
That's cool. But he ain't have mental health issues when he ran off that damn field. We got start making excuses because I got just as much mental health as anybody else. Sometimes you do shit because you're a fucking asshole.
No, but we all got mental health issues. I mean,
sometimes being a fucking asshole and just using that umbrella is a way to just kind of blanket positive symptoms. You're just saying, you're just an asshole, but that's a bipolar manic moment. You're just an asshole, but that's a clinical depression moment.
That was a
He's just an asshole, but that is a fucking anger management moment.
That's a cause and effect moment. That's a coach saying we ain't gonna put you back in, and a motherfucker who got a contract coming up saying I only need this amount of y'all, like let me get that. It's a disagreement. That's like my daughter.
Nah, he said outwardly that he told the coach that he was hurt and that he couldn't go back in, and the coach said, "Get your ass back out there." And he said, "No." That's what he said. That's what AB said. AB said, and then he posted X-rays of his ankle and said my ankle was nearly broken. I shouldn't have been out there. He was trying to make me play.
Okay, even if that's true, if I'm saying it wrong, I might have heard a different source or whatever. But
and even if that was the case,
he ran off the field spinning and turning. How fucking hurt are you? You could have did that on the field and been a distraction.
That was the point from Tampa Bay. That was their point. And this is another reason why this is a mental health issue. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not saying it like that. But what we get off the topic of what I was saying. I'm saying the AB moment is you did this thinking that you was gonna come out on top, and it didn't. He wanted to be away from Adidas, or he wanted to be actually running this motherfucker. You know, he's that pompous to think that he can pull some shit off like that because he done made 10 billion. Now he done lost 2 billion in a day. They gonna come for some more, but I think he can get it back. So,
and that's what I think.
I don't think this is what people are saying it is. I don't agree with the people on this one.
About him being like calculated, like this is something he did purposely.
With the people. I just been sitting on my side. I don't agree with the people.
About what part you don't agree was calculated? About the Jewish stuff he was saying?
I know that he does move in a calculated way, but I don't think he felt more untouchable for a very long time. And they really kind of moving their muscle on them, you know. And when you,
I think he getting bit by the hornet's nest a little bit, but
it's gonna matter.
for them to shrink him down to nothing shows exactly what
They
he's
did
saying.
the president the same
It proves
way,
the
bro.
point.
They did the president for the same way, but then they also still need these people to talk about it, right? So, but they still will shut down because everybody basically it seemed like they shut them down, but then everybody kind of like gangbanged them as far as let them come on their show and
Yes,
see what
that's
he
the
was gonna
game.
say.
That's
You
the
know?
part of the game.
But he also was like, okay, I'm gonna go on every show there is because it's an obvious he Donald Trumping.
I think he proving the point, man.
He Donald Trumping and the parlor and all this. I mean, here we are again. You know what I'm saying, here we go again.
It didn't work with
We're
Dame.
not gonna go down that rabbit
It didn't work
hole.
with
We're not
Dame.
gonna go
It
down that
didn't-
rabbit
Hold
hole.
on, because it didn't work with you. Because what did you just say? I'm not dropping Kanye because you see what's going on for real, even though you don't like it.
Man, but I don't like it to the level of I don't like baseball.
So you
And
just
the
ain't got
playoff
no 10. You just gonna say fucking no.
The
look
playoffs on right now, whatever. And
October.
I think Houston about to win.
It's the World Series. Damn,
The
you
World
really don't
Series.
I
like
have to go into the
baseball.
World Series, right?
You don't like it? Nah, it's the World Series.
It's the World
I play
Series.
baseball and I don't watch it on TV.
Yeah, man, it's the World Series.
Yes, the
man.
last so the World Series is
Houston
going
and
on right now.
Philadelphia.
Houston versus I think Houston should
This
win
be Houston,
Philadelphia
fifth
or
one?
whatever. I don't like baseball, but I used to be a big baseball fan.
Yeah.
And then there was a strike. I don't even know why they strike or whatever. I can't tell you why they strike or whatever. There's so much history. It's so long ago that I
CBA.
can't even tell you why I'm not even as interested in baseball. But it did affect me years later to where now I don't really pay that much attention to baseball. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing with Buddy.
You haven't been to a jumbo shrimp game?
Nah.
Oh man, I gotta get some tickets. You missing fun.
Jumbo
It ain't
shrimp.
when you go like I don't watch baseball on TV no more. I used to when I played, but I'd rather go to a game. Cause man, you about to get fucked up. Like that's when I like white people the most. Like, honestly, honest moment, real
When
quick.
you're
Like
fucked up or when they fucked up?
when we all fucked up, chilling and having a good time, entertainment. Now afterwards, I'm gone. We can't hang around when you're drunk.
I
but,
like white people at all times, man.
yeah, me too. I got white people that's in my family, but you know, it's something that you really ain't supposed to be around. But when that liquor get in the system and there's a good game going
But
on,
sometimes there are times where
you forget all that.
I don't like people. I'm just
Of
gonna
course,
say that.
all of them, all
All
of them,
of 'em.
niggas too.
You know what I'm saying?
It's, yeah, I get it.
But that's a fun time. Like I'm gonna get some tickets. We going to the motherfucking game.
Speaking of white folks, and you told me earlier to segue into something that I forgot to segue into. Damn, I can't even remember why I forgot.
Toby and Godwin.
Toby and Godwin.
Yeah. I just wanted to give him a shout out, man, because I see what you're doing, player. I see your message going on. The numbers is rising, but you don't see this man on TV.
I meant to talk
As
about
much.
that, but we talked about Kendrick so much, and Kendrick kind of overshadowed him, but he kind of got like a Kendrick. He got a Kendrick.
He didn't. I think. Not saying he better than Kendrick. That's not what I'm saying. But his
It's on
overall
another level.
production that he's doing with his wife,
and his
all
wife.
these, he got like a whole group like
He
MC
got
Hammer
wife
used to
and
travel.
wife raps.
Yeah,
Very good art.
he got
Toby and Godwin.
like how MC Hammer used to
I
travel
never
with
even
all the
knew how to
dancers
say
and
his name
shit.
until you said it.
Yeah.
Say it one more time, bro.
Like MC Hammer used to have all the dancers
Say
and
it.
shit.
No, not that, bro.
Toby and Godwin.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. But yeah, he got the same type of shit going on. Like he putting on major shit by himself. Like I think he just need more support.
I ain't know how I feel. Yeah.
They fucking with you, Toby. Hey, tell him you from motherfucking Texas. You a couple up in this
Straight
bitch
up.
and regulate.
Straight up.
But yeah, man. And it's funny, we can still say it way back to the white folks. Could be like, Toby.
Stop it.
Speaking of the white folks, though, man, and a little history, man. It's almost time to vote, man. You know, that time is when the white folks get out in front of everybody and they say whatever they got to say to get popular, or they say whatever they got to say, the root, you know what I'm saying, the root, rile their base up and raise money.
Mhm.
And Ron DeSantis You know what I'm saying? Sideshow Ron, as I call him. You know what I'm saying? You know, was in the news for
The Trump puppet.
And you know, I've been on record to say that I probably would end up voting for Ron DeSantis if he ran for president based off of
Fuck no.
not seeing no other candidate being able to beat Ron
Hell
DeSantis.
no.
And him being from Florida.
Oh my
this
God.
I've been on the record for saying that, you know, but I think Ron gonna win. No, that's how I said. I said Ron gonna win if he run. And then
Ron DeSantis is a Karen.
and it was like, what?
I would like to make this point.
Ron gonna win. Rubio gonna win. Herschel Walker gonna win.
Get the what? Hold on. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Forget.
And the other guy's gonna. I hope no. She's gonna win though. Stacey gonna win.
So I wanna. I'm not a betting man. Often, but I would be inclined to place wagers against these
On DeSantis,
premonitions that you have.
I think DeSantis is actually going to win, but he don't need to.
Chris Christie is DeSantis is the candidate that we have to vote for.
Charlie
Chris.
And this is what I think already is as focal points.
I done messed up already.
Already as focal points, your man DeSantis has said that he is against the legalization of marijuana. Whereas Charlie Crist came out as a vocal proponent and said that he would legalize not only marijuana, but the recreational use of marijuana. Now, I don't know how often
That's
you guys...
bait.
Let me tell you.
That's some bait.
It's definitely a political promise. It's definitely a fucking... But let me tell you something that I've seen firsthand, right? I was telling you guys off air that I just came back from Vegas. My son lives in New York. I go to New York regularly, visit him with my son or whatever. And recreational marijuana usage is an incredible economy booster.
Yes, definitely.
And it's a fuck. Oh yeah. Shout out Denver. Definitely shout out Denver. I visit there.
A lot of folks feel like that's gonna hurt us, but it is gonna take a lot of hustles away from a lot of people.
Oh no, man! What you don't get about it, right? No, it doesn't take away the hustles. Because what happens is, even think now, like
you take away hustles of people that don't adapt.
That's one thing. But all right, have any of you guys ever shopped at a dispensary?
Yeah,
Yes.
You know how much an eighth count costs in a dispensary?
Yeah, more than what it costs on the street.
So you're not. It's definitely not hurting the hustlers at no point. So
Shit.
you got no. It's
a
not.
lot of people that rather go to the dispensary.
You lose that
already in Florida.
Yeah,
you lose that on a small margin. I promise you. People look at there's inflation issues right now. People don't give a fuck about no 60, especially when the nigga in the hood got that shit that's better than the shit in the fucking dispensary in 90% of the fucking cases.
Man,
I'm telling you,
you
what I know.
live in this city all the time?
Yeah, man. But I travel regularly.
You get your weed from the dispensary?
I'm sorry?
You get your weed from the dispensary, or
They say you don't know what to talk about. It's just as cheap, but that's just what it is.
Who
cheap.
says just as cheap?
The weed in the dispensary.
How much your eighth is? Who is that?
But
Gas Johnny. How much do you pay for an eighth, player?
Please, at you go to True Leaf or any of these joints, how much are you paying for an eighth of quality bud?
$40.
it ain't even legal yet. It should be though.
$40. When I can go to
say it's all the same.
It's definitely not the same.
When I can go to somewhere and get the same shit, if not better, for $25 or $20.
But see, that's what it did to the game though. I mean, it forced to, but it did help. All I wanted to do is be able to help the stress level. shit. Of,
He's
like I
not
said, of the
getting a
scare
ball
me.
for 27 without
After he bought 6 balls, he had to get his card stamped. Like, nigga, stop playing. But they gave you
Stop
a
it.
T-shirt with that one.
Stop it.
They gave you a T-shirt with
He
that
said
one.
his discounts.
You
man,
a true
listen.
customer.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
Why y'all made him
No
just come out like
disrespect to
that,
the
man?
hustle of.
But just think about
of
how many
dispensary.
people got in their horse and said, man, let me go get my card and get off this street shit, man. I ain't gotta deal with these niggas no more. I'm going to the people.
Until they motherfucking go in there and the motherfucker tell you, yeah, that one you like we ain't got or whatever the bullshit niggas
When
be
you
telling
they
you
get
they
you
run
used to
into
the flavors and shit,
or
then
whatever
they
it
switch
is,
up.
man.
Well, now that we
Listen.
speaking on that, it was announced as well in the last week that Circle K gonna start having the bud. And we just go to Circle K because they already moving. The thing about it is Ron DeSantis don't want to legalize weed until he get all his weed plants in order or whatever to be able to sell it. And they gonna flip those that sell, you know what I'm saying, weed, whatever, the whole dynamic, we gonna be getting it from more commercial, or they gonna say it's safer to get it from the dispensary. But I feel that naturally, because it comes from a dispensary or a Walmart type of distribution, that the stuff that you will be getting will be not as fresh as what you will be getting from the streets.
Yeah, because they're gonna put
and then
COVID in that shit. They're gonna put him up with a
And
vaccine
from the
in
other
that
side,
shit.
the other side say that they're gonna put fentanyl. They say the streets gonna put fentanyl in that shit.
All
Man,
right.
listen.
So
Cereal is $8.
I need niggas to
Why you think it's $8, Dave? $8?
I got a lot of cereal boxes up there
I'm
too.
gonna keep it
but I
real
don't
with you.
really
People,
eat.
stop believing that shit when motherfuckers say they cutting marijuana with fentanyl. Stop believing that shit.
You say stop believing it?
Stop believing
Why
that
would you stop believing it?
For
You
one.
supposed to keep that in your mental when niggas out here dropping like flies on this fentanyl.
shit. Not for marijuana fentanyl, bro. That's not a thing, bro.
No, it's not marijuana fentanyl.
No, that's what I'm
fentanyl
saying.
crushed
Oh,
up.
yeah, what I'm telling you is like, people aren't putting fentanyl on weed. I don't believe that.
Shit.
I don't believe that at all.
I don't believe that
Go around
they
the
would waste
corner.
the fentanyl.
Go up to Murder Avenue.
You know how much fentanyl costs? Like,
Like, I don't
Is
know
it
how
in
they
the
would
hood?
do it. Like I don't know how
Is it in the
they
hood?
would do it. Like
nah,
what they
people-
would
nah,
waste.
it's in the
It's
hood.
in the
and
hood.
Motherfuckers got pill presses and motherfuckers.
That much
is thinking
fentanyl
it-
on a zip. Like how much you gonna put it on? Like it don't make no sense.
And what? And I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what? Like,
You gonna put a drop and spray it on the zip or something?
Y'all
Like,
niggas ain't in the hood. I
Man.
can tell right now.
Oh man.
Boy,
At risk of incriminating myself. I'm telling
Don't do
you.
that. Don't do that.
I'm telling you.
Those you told you
I'm not-
when I say
Nobody
Yeah.
is putting fentanyl on the weed, bro.
Yeah.
I promise you, man. I promise you.
but they putting fentanyl in the cocaine.
Oh yeah, now
And
definitely
niggas in
that.
Florida put cocaine in the weed, right?
Now that's different. We talking two different things.
It's
now.
the same thing.
No, because
Lambeau
I said
Field.
no, because all I kept saying is that
little
niggas is
snow
not
on the
putting
grass.
motherfucking. Now niggas is rolling up booms. Niggas is
Of
doing
course,
that.
Primo.
But what I'm
Boots,
telling you
Lambeau
is
Field. What you gonna call it?
niggas is not taking an ounce, a pound of trees and putting motherfucking fentanyl on it. I promise you that. I promise you that. I
Hey.
promise you that.
just say no to drugs, but marijuana is not a drug. It should be legalized or whatever. At least, you know what I'm saying, it should be declassified.
What's he tried to call
Joe
it?
Biden said, yeah, the guys tried to call in with the finish point, but we heard what you said, 27, you know what I'm saying? 27 was your number, and that wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? Anything. You got to go through a lot of hoops, you know what I'm saying? Hoops and loops to get that 27 number or whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? When I went over there to the land, you know, at a safe location, and on this side, you know what I'm saying, in D.C., it still was more, but it still was good. But I don't believe the cap. I still feel like, but it's all caps. All caps matter, man, from over here, man.
Shout out DJ TC, man.
Shout out DJ TC. Shout out to Good Gas Johnny. I see everybody in the chat.
Yeah,
Keep
I can
on
sell
hitting
you
me
some-
up.
I can
Everybody
sell you
there,
some-
watch the chat.
I know a nigga who will sell them some $23 apes too.
Look, he talking about, he say, which one of you niggas ever seen
It's
fentanyl?
it's
Boy,
pure, you
man.
can't even touch it. So you couldn't even.
Don't let this crooked smile fool you, player.
I just don't want to, I let everybody get they comment off about how they feel. I see y'all ready to call in. Nah, y'all weren't ready to call in before. Anyway,
let them call in.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Is to scapegoat students based on skin color. It's not good to distort American history. I'm proud of our history. I don't want to teach kids to hate our country. I don't want to teach kids to hate each other. And the way to stop discrimination on the basis of race is to stop discriminating on the basis of race. We ought to teach facts in our schools. We ought to teach the truth in our schools. There's an old expression, Ron. Those who don't know history may be condemned to repeat it. Usually people use that in reference to the Holocaust. It can just as easily be referenced to slavery in our country. It happened. It's a fact. We shouldn't have a whitewashed approach to educating our children. That's not right. How are they going to do well in life if they don't even know our own history? And we're not going to teach people to hate each other in our schools. I don't know where you get that idea. I don't have hate in my heart. And I don't think we need to be doing that in our schools.
All right, so that was Charlie Chris.
Okay, Charlie. I still don't trust these motherfuckers.
Replying back to Ron DeSantis, and the subject was kind of on, on critical race theory, that the fight of it from Ron DeSantis and a conservative point of view.
Speaking from a soccer mom
not wanting to teach hate to kids and not wanting to, not wanting to confuse the kids. I think that they're using the kids as a
That's
way.
the bullshit. That's the bullshit. That is the fucking bullshit.
But there are some black folks that feel the same way to a certain degree
Because the white people feel that way.
because they don't want to teach their kids that they were oppressed or put in their kids' mind.
And who put
and
that
a lot
in
of
their
folks
mind?
feel like, that on a general term of we don't really want to see any more slave movies, or we don't want to we free thinking don't want to be victimized as a race, right? So you got a lot of different perspectives, but they all could kind of combine and agree on a spectrum basis, on the outer spectrum of not wanting. There's one thing to not want to teach hate and not want to deface the country, but it's another thing of just really lying and misleading as much as all the other books have been in the past. They want to even get more misleading with what they're doing.
I listen.
So
I definitely agree with the oversaturation. You know what I'm saying?
But right. Everybody can kind of feel like, all right, we tired of being seen in that light, but that doesn't mean that we want to ignore the fact that that happened or the teachings of the real. Because we should be even getting more realer. We should be not celebrated, but it should be a requirement. I felt like should be almost like getting your license or applying for a certain loan. You should have to know these things, especially living in a certain area or something like that. You should have to know the history, the real history, and that's one thing that DeSantis is kind of getting wrong at is when he say, "How y'all feel about America was built on stolen land?" With the statement, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
It's the fucking truth.
yeah,
He said it's not true.
That's not. See, and again,
Let me kick it first.
that's that.
You know what I'm saying? That America built on stolen land is you don't want to say that. This
He
land,
denied
this
that.
land is your land.
said it's not
Hey,
true.
they got a song. This land is your land. This
Look,
my land.
I mean, that's.
I'm gonna say something.
Go ahead.
Is it getting to the point where it's starting to play out like WWE for y'all too?
Very much so. I mean, politics always have.
All
always
this
been
shit
like-
is starting to seem rehearsed, predictable. You get what I'm saying? Is you know what's coming next. It's a fucking game. That motherfucker Chris Christie. If I'm wrong,
You're on
I'm
the
sorry.
same side.
And you're on the same side. They just giving you both sides of the argument for show and let you pick who in your subconscious mind. I'm gonna keep it blunt. One of these crackers you relate to better.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Undertaker or Stone Cold, which one of these crackers you like the best?
I feel you.
Which one is touching you the more? Which one is arguing better? Even
Stone
though they
Cold.
both don't give a fuck about the
I'm taking
argument.
Stone Cold and I'm saying we can call it crackers.
They're crackers too. Like they ain't non-crackers because they make you feel good at a moment. Cause as soon as you make them feel bad for a minute, what are you? Oh, fucking nigga. That's what needs to be taught in fucking school. We need to go back to having our own fucking community.
You have to really think about the fact that it's called critical race theory, right? Like, cause there's nothing there's nothing theoretical about this shit. These are all facts. And the thing is, and I believe that they place it, name it, and educate it in the way that it's done. It's supposed to be informative. There's an element of white guilt that's not spoken about.
It's suppressing. They want to suppress the truth.
Because you're able to say, yo, look, man, look, we've apologized.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Look, you've had a black president. Look what your people have done. You know, all these things, these caveats, things that they've given as offerings for why you should not think about what has happened in the past. Well, the reality is, this is why these things are happening now. The reason why black people in general in this country are economically and socially a step behind is because the race didn't begin fairly. We didn't begin at the same starting point. So when you educate people on that, it shouldn't make people feel badly about the fact that they had a hand up. I think people fear, the people who want to stop it, fear that it's going to make their advantage go away, to be honest. I feel like they feel like, you know, there is still a psychological advantage. There is still a societal advantage. And
yeah, just like I said, they pandering to the black people with the weed shit. Everybody know black people smoke weed, but white people smoke hella weed. Like,
a lot of white folks don't want it to be illegal either because they fuck their record up and they don't want to. Don't say they won't be able to be free as well. That ain't a pander just to us. Actually, there's a lot of black folks that don't want to vote for the people just because of that.
But the majority.
I know a lot of black folks that are voting conservative because they don't want it to be. Well, that's
but
one
the
of the
majority
reasons that they agree with the conservative viewpoint. But
the majority, bro, of black people fuck with weed. The few that don't, they don't really claim niggas that's not.
That's a lot of them are the folks that's voting. The ones that don't. It's a lot of them.
You right. But by him doing that right there, that panders to the lower class black people who don't really got a dog in the fight that they know of, and they gonna just go vote for the latest goddamn meme or clip that's popped out.
Folks that do fuck with weed, they can't even vote. The black vote really, you know what I'm saying? Really, it's kind of like almost it's not that big of a factor as they make it out to be. I think they make it out to be a big factor just to kind of like for politics and just to raise money for it. To like kind of like say that they're gonna go out there and get black people.
I mean,
it's a reason why those clips of them came out.
Well, here's the thing, right? I break it down like in the simplest of form, bro. Like, you ever been in a relationship with a girl and you fuck up? You might have got caught cheating, but she still take you back because you did the work, and now you all right. We good now, right? We're gonna leave that alone. We're not gonna talk about that no more.
That ain't happened to me, but I understand that now.
Now the motherfuckers start talking about some old shit. What's this thing? Why you bringing up old shit? Why the fuck you talking about that?
We supposed to be over this shit.
Why you still, you know what I'm saying? I done did the work. It's a natural, guilty fucking feeling pleasure to want to leave the past in the past because look at me now. And look what I'm doing now. But the thing is, like...
They've been doing it.
If that's the reason why... But if that's the reason why I'm behaving this way now, you can't... Yo, nigga... We can't
You
forget what
can't
happened.
choose you can't choose how a motherfucker react.
Facts. Yeah. Facts.
What it's been happening for a while. They stopped putting slaves in the books, and they was calling them indentured servants or some shit like that. Like, why not tell people the fucking truth? If you don't want to kill everybody, and you really want motherfuckers to progress, why not tell them the truth that we are a country that's a prisoner of fucking war, and y'all trying to fucking be nice with Pepsi and Coke products and all this extra stupid ass shit that y'all done brought into the world,
Yeah.
and think we supposed to just forget about this shit. We just go America. That's that you know that I want to spark your fears. I want to spark your fears and let you know it's a lot of motherfuckers that don't think like how y'all want us to think. A lot. So all this extra shit that y'all be thinking y'all doing, canceling Kanye, I'm one of the niggas that stand up for Kanye. Because I see the bigger picture of what's going on. I'm not looking up from a state. I'm looking across from a state. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I let you go because there's a lot of folks that feel like you, and there's folks that I don't know how. Like,
these motherfuckers be thinking shit sweet.
One thing about us, though, the thing about us, black folks is we not monolithic, so we gonna have a lot of different viewpoints, but we all should understand. Like basically. We all should start to see through the mask.
Mm-hmm. The veil has been felt.
We should be able to see through the veil, as you willly put. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I still I have a lot of friends, allies. You know what I'm saying? On the other side, I would say, you know what I'm saying, not that they on the other side because they on this side, but I have we have fans that are white folks. So
let me make sure I say I'm not, you know, when I talk like that, I'm not talking to just disrespect you as a person. I'm talking about the system as a whole. And if you can't understand where I'm coming from, I'm sorry that you're not getting it.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just basically just addressing it. And again, that's not why I think that Herschel Walker's going to win. That's not why I think that Ron DeSantis is going to win his seats.
I know.
And that's not why I think that...
Why do you think Herschel Walker going to win?
Please, enlighten me. I would really like to know.
He remind me
because they talk about him so much.
He about to get a Colonel's chicken or some shit.
It's like the same reason why when I went to the ballot, I believe that everything about it almost kind of is a design. Mm-hmm. To where it's like Reverend Warnock and Walker, they're gonna put Walker before Warnock.
Mm-hmm. His name is gonna carry him.
The Herschel Walker name in the ballot box is gonna automatically knock him out the box. There ain't gonna be too many. Like basically, like as far as in Georgia. There's too many people that knows that name that's going to be the first name that their eyes focus on when they see it on the paper. You know what I'm saying? They might not vote for nothing else, but they're going to see the Herschel Walker name is just going to actually blind out everything else on the paper. And they're going to fill in that box. And then everybody's going to be like, how the fuck did he win? I'm saying you Republicans are just savages. Y'all really like two-faced to y'all to do anything it takes to win.
People are fucking ignorant.
But that's what they gamble on. I know what it looks like. That is why I feel that these candidates are gonna win because of the publicity that they're getting.
And why pick him?
And I'm not saying, and I did say that I felt that Ron DeSantis was gonna win. I don't agree with a lot of Ron DeSantis' views, but some of them I have agreed with in the past. Some of them, and I feel that living in Florida as basically as what the pandemic just kind of gave us, we kind of thinking about, we will kind of continue to think that way is better for the country versus shutting shit down and the other way what they got everything going on like right now. Florida was kind of on the tipping point, but there's a lot of bullshit going on in Florida too. As you know, that's just for another podcast.
So let me get this right. You gonna vote for DeSantis?
I don't think I'm gonna vote. I don't think I'm gonna vote this time.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Charlie Chris. I just called him Chris. I was kind of even. I felt like I seen his name before because he used to be governor and he was on the Republican side or whatever. Then he ran independent and now he's running Democrat.
He trying to Donald Trump the shit.
Like, so I feel like he is another familiar name that Democrats are using the same Herschel Walker trait as far as DeSantis. Before DeSantis, what comes before DeSantis? Before the D, the C comes before the and they got a triple C, a double C that they trying to throw out there. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing I just said, the Republicans a move. That's the same type of move. RD, and you're gonna see the CC, and that's gonna catch your eye. Even though I said Christie or whatever, Charlie Christie, it don't really matter. It matters with the CC. It's gonna automatically catch my eye when I look at the paper, and he's gonna be one of them. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to battle that with all of this other publicity that Ron DeSantis gets because he's a superstar.
I just want people to be careful in trying to go
in political terms
for Christie, just because he talking about weed and pandering to your black ass. That's all I was saying.
Okay. And yeah, voting in about 2 weeks. I do need to vote. I've been getting a lot of text messages, but I don't know how interested I am. I'm not trying to force anybody into voting or into not voting or trying to influence any. And the views of Doja Told Radio, and the members of, we do not reflect any and do not wish any harm upon anybody.
And I'm a felon, so I ain't voting until my clemency come back.
Oh, they've been locking a lot of people up that voted. That they said that
that's why I ain't voting because I ain't about to go down
back
there
and make them folks go to jail, man.
You won't take
Y'all
me
seen that on the internet? That's what I'm saying. The media, they talking about the media, man. Jewish media shit. I don't follow nobody that's Jewish. I don't think. I ain't gonna say nothing. I don't follow that many that's Jewish on Instagram, and I still see all the media. So you know what I'm saying? This black media that's doing a lot of damage too as well. Like
it's different. I get the point that you trying to make, but you already know who controlling the real media. Instagram is not the media. That is not where you get your news from. We gotta stop that shit.
And forgive me if I'm
y'all
wrong.
gonna get me thrown
No, forgive me if I'm wrong. But is not,
yeah.
You know
Is who? What you say?
Yeah.
What you say?
Mark.
I'm not getting what's going on. What
Punk ass Mark.
Nah, I ain't say punk ass.
I meant like the gangster term. You know what I'm saying? When they used to rob people, it's like punk ass Mark.
Yeah,
Mark ass bitch. Like
exactly.
Nah, but he ain't Mark is ass bitch.
No, what I'm saying. What's the?
We'll talk about it off camera.
Y'all don't leave me in
the
the
right alone, man. I gotta get into the Lakers before we get up out of here, man.
Yeah,
I gotta get into the Lakers, man. We getting too political. We getting too political.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
And then he posted a picture and was like, "Damn, you gonna let? I thought we was homies."
Fuck him too.
Posted a picture and said, "Damn, bro, I thought we was homies. You gonna let them ban me like this now? We were just taking pictures together." Rest in peace to all those that were affected by the STL school shooting. Not to make it more racy, but it actually, I was surprised that it was a black kid. I was surprised, but it was a black kid that was arrested for that shooting. I think it was.
How many people were shot?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Go ahead.
All right,
go ahead,
keep going, man.
Because I didn't know about the story deeply. Please, I would like to know because I have the same questions.
2 killed, 7 injured in St. Louis school shooting 2 days ago.
What kind of gun?
I guess I could. I don't really. I'm just saying thoughts and prayers, man.
We gotta dissect this shit.
I need to know whether or not he was
jumped. The first black school shooter?
No, it's not the first.
No, it's not the first.
Who was the first black?
No, it's not the first.
There's been a lot of black school shooters.
I'm talking about what mass.
Well, mass
like Sandy Hook or
it
something
wasn't like that.
that.
It wasn't that like that. Maybe you know what I'm saying.
Somebody got tried. He jumped on.
All right, let's get into this ABC News briefing. And you guys still just keep with the, I guess, what these folks are reporting.
Turned to chaos and panic.
This morning, investigators combing for answers after a barrage of bullets at this St. Louis high school.
Suspect in this incident is Orlando Harris. He's a black male, 19 years of age. He graduated from the high school last year. No prior criminal history.
Officers responding to calls of an active shooter around 9:10 Monday morning at Central Visual and Performing Arts High School.
Report of a shooting at the high school. He is not secure.
Those first on scene finding panicked students on the school's rooftop waiting to be saved. St. Louis police said the shooter, armed with a long gun, opened fire on the school's third floor, killing one 16-year-old female student and 61-year-old health teacher Jean Pushka. 7 others injured in the attack. Officers immediately storming the building and confronting the gunman.
Upon hearing gunfire, they ran to that gunfire, located the shooter, and engaged that shooter in exchange of gunfire. The suspect was struck.
You gotta read between the lines, man.
Transported from this location.
One student live streaming from inside a classroom.
The police! Okay.
Just as police arrived.
Everybody line up in a single file line, okay?
Once safe and outside, shock and disbelief.
My friend had all blood on her hand, and it was like she seen the shooter, and the shooter came to her and said, "You ready to die?" And to see her just screaming and crying, like it's really.
I thought he shot from outside.
People wanna have the attention to kill kids, like it's crazy.
The police chief declined to say how the shooter eventually got inside, saying revealing that information could jeopardize safety. 7 security officers were inside the school when the shooting began.
The doors were locked. The security staff did an outstanding job identifying the suspect's efforts to enter and immediately notified other staff.
The heartbreak and horror felt by every single person here.
I'm heartbroken for these families who send their children to our schools hoping that they'll be safe.
Authorities believe their quick response saved lives.
This could have been much worse. The individual had almost a dozen 30-round, high-capacity magazines on him. That's a whole lot of victims there.
Overnight, Jean Pushka's colleague, who was also at the school during the shooting, speaking to ABC News.
She cared about those kids.
All right. Rest in peace, thoughts and prayers to all those that were affected or involved. I don't know. That was the reporting from ABC News, and yeah, I just thought I wanted to just throw that topic on in there because a lot of folks.
We're gonna dig into that.
Nah,
or black people gonna be quiet like the Juicy Smollett situation.
Listen,
that don't sound right.
What does it sound like to you?
How come at the scene they ain't interview no grown-ups? They only interview kids who's impressionable.
Well, most adults in that situation, probably if you work there, were probably told that you can't or you shouldn't.
Yeah, they probably couldn't get them. Yeah.
Just
something funny like that. Did you hear the police officer? Soon as it happened, we ran to the bullets. Wasn't this a big topic? Just happened down in Uvalde because the police
sat back out. He definitely made sure to let it be known that they rushed them.
That was important for him to say.
Very much so.
That was, come on, man. This shit be funny.
All right, so it was a lot of politics. We also gonna say rest in peace and thoughts and prayers to Leslie Jordan, the comedian who passed away. But to take a quick break, let's watch this Ant-Man 3 trailer.
Yeah.
The nerd alert. Ant-Man 3, you know what I'm saying?
You need to get some other sound effects.
Yeah, who's gonna start drying up? Running away to women. We just watched Ant-Man 3, we ain't doing nothing else.
That doesn't make sense. But everywhere I go, people tell me the same thing.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
People still need help, Dad. That's why we made this. It's like a satellite for deep space, but quanta.
Wait a minute. You're sending a signal?
down to the quantum realm.
What was that?
Turn it off. Now!
We got 15 more minutes. That's 15. Hopefully by 9 o'clock.
Yeah, Dr. P and wife are down there smashing old boy. Where? Whatever that thing. She had a relationship with him down there. She stole something from him. That's good.
It's a secret universe beneath ours. What are you so afraid of? There's something I never told
He set
you.
all that up just so they can have it, just so this can happen.
This place. It isn't what you think.
Maybe Ant-Man don't want to take them back to some shit.
It's gonna be good. It's good. His daughter statue on there too.
Give you more time. If you help me. So, what's it gonna be? Ant-Man.
You're listening to DOZHATOLDYA Radio.
Getting the hell out of that.
The niggas getting that. Bang! Alright, we back, man. Finish things up. Ant-Man 3 trailer. Can't wait to see it. Comes out in February sometime. But first thing first, Black Panther again comes out on the 11th. Can't wait to see that. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm really very interested to see. I've actually watched this like 4 times already, so I guess that's why kind of like my reaction wasn't really that big. But I turned it into a reaction video, I guess, in the sorts, just to say they really gonna start to finally get into what the story what we finna be battling. And the next two movies, I think, gonna be an epic turn. But Marvel, you've been bullshitting me, Marvel. You've been bullshitting me. Y'all better get to it.
You know, DC didn't hire James Gunn.
Cause DC, they say y'all seen what's Black Adam yet? Anybody seen Black Adam? Any reviews from Black Adam out there? Anybody?
I'm not in a rush to see this nigga lift his eyebrow.
But I hear it's a very, very good movie. I hear that it's one of the good ones, and they say that I am interested in watching that one. So I get back to y'all on that. What else on TV right now that anybody watching? Nobody want to throw out there?
The Peripheral.
I didn't watch House of Dragon or whatever. Everybody was really hyped up about the House of Dragon or whatever. The big dragon ate somebody. Atlanta. I am watching Atlanta. The last episode was pretty slow. This season of Atlanta has been kind of like off, but on at the same time. It's like it's artistic, but I feel like it's not necessarily very interesting when it comes to what I feel like they could have done, because they haven't really been talking about them. Like this is after they made it, and they talking about everything else, but really they're getting their life together. Everybody getting their life together, and it's more so. I think it's more so a therapy art piece. Atlanta is the go. I think he's leaving with that, like, because everything been therapeutic in a sense, and it's been dealing with just Black Glove. He at least gets it right. When he displays it that way, like I'm saying, as far as the Black family dynamic that I like to see. So I do recommend that show as well.
Okay, I say The Peripheral on Amazon Prime.
The Peripheral.
Yeah, that shit fire. It's only on episode 2, so if you ready to get on something that you can follow.
Oh, I got it. I might start watching Game of Thrones or whatever now, so I can actually catch all the way up.
I never got into it, man.
I've been watching.
I hear everybody talk about it so bad.
It's incredible. It's incredible storyline.
And I love shit like Lord of the Rings. And
the thing is, I was never into any of that. I hear you guys talk about like Marvel and comics. I never in life owned a comic book. I don't know, and that's why I can't get into even like Black Panther. I hear people speak about it and how dope it is, and I watched it and I thought it was an incredible movie cinematically. I thought it was dope. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know like backstories, and I don't know like origins, and because of that, like I feel like it doesn't resonate with me the same way it does when people kind of grew up with it.
I had cousins and uncles who was on it. Yeah, so that made me automatically know the backstories of a lot of the people and characters and shit like that. But I just like a good movie. I don't like the scary shit like we talked about earlier. You know, I watch some suspense and action.
But some of that stuff be kind of thrillers.
Y'all watch reality TV? I've been watching Baddies Girls South like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie.
So you got the Zeus?
Man.
You got the Zeus subscription?
Zeus out, bro. I be watching the Baddies.
You a Zeus, what they call it? They making something new, right? A Zeus Goose?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I just probably made that up, man. I'm saying, coin that. DOZHATOLDYA. Remember when we were
Bad Girls Club Jacksonville.
If anybody knows, y'all know. So really, the Bad Girls coming to Jacksonville.
Yeah, they AB.
You know what? Right now that I'm tripping,
I think that's a different show.
Yeah, it's different, but they just gonna be ratchet like the rest of the shit.
I saw
Baddies of Jackson Duval, and they wasn't really them. They was kind of baddies.
They ain't them baddies. They them saddies.
But you know,
but nah,
she's like two flat patties.
That's what you on right now.
I've been watching. Yo, listen, I've been watching the shit out of it, and it's like you said, guilty pleasure, trash, fucking TV, but. Man, that
bent over and shit, all angles.
It should be compelling, the same way that fucking car crashes are. You know what I mean?
What you be getting out of just watching these bitches argue?
Just argue and fight.
We haven't. You know what?
You watch it by yourself or with the crowd?
Oh man, all right. So let me give you some insight. You know what I'm saying? Career wise, I'm a counselor. I'm a behavioral health counselor, right? Yeah, I'm deep into that shit, and. It's a psychological analysis,
right? Because
everything is.
Everybody on the show is a nutbag.
What I'm literally
the tryouts and the nutbag tryouts. I done seen like 3 fights in the tryout.
It's fucking.
Before they even start the show.
It's incredible because like it's scripted shit. It's like a lot of bullshit. WWE. But what they do is they fill them up with alcohol, and the promise is already seeded. If you show up and show out, you will get more screen time. If you are memorable, you will probably be able to segue this into it.
She was just in town, whatever, had a booking in town. Duval had something Dynasty, Club Dynasty.
So the combination of the two, you know what I'm saying? That's why it has with me.
Yeah, man, it's a good show, man. Everybody happy with the show, this show, man. If you're happy, man, make sure you watch the shows on YouTube. They will be posted on YouTube real as fast as possible. Go back and watch the old shows on YouTube. Thank you for checking us out on Mixlr. Follow us on the Mixlr app. DOZHATOLDYA Radio. Thank you for all the donations on the DOZHATOLDYA Radio Cash App. Cash App DOZHATOLDYA Radio. DOZHATOLDYARADIO. Cash out, appreciate it, man. Every little bit counts. We're gonna wrap up the show with sports, man. The Lakers, man. What's going on with the Lakers, man? LeBron James, man, and the crew, man. 0-4. They losing games that they not really. I thought they. I watched one of them to the almost end, and I turned because they was up by 8 against. And then Dame time. It was Dame time, man. It was like, you're listening to DOZHATOLDYA Radio. It was like Dame time. It was like me.
They get it together, man. I ain't never gonna give up on Bron, but
was it really like Dame time, or did Russ come down and shoot an ill-advised shot?
Bron shot an ill-advised screen too. Bron dunked and made 2. Every time he went to the hole, he made points, and then he shot the first shot he made. He missed. Russ missed, and then Pat Beverly missed.
Russ, they were up and with 25 seconds left to go. They had 18 left to go on the shot clock.
Oh, the shot clock.
Russ came up.
Yeah. Said,
"Come on, man."
He was thinking 2 for 1. He was thinking real high school was. That was the last straw. That's gonna put him out there. That's
okay.
that's
all right, as long as we can agree on that
happened too.
Yeah,
but then I didn't even realize last game yesterday they lost a game yesterday. I didn't even see that. I didn't even know that game they lost to Denver
4-4.
0-4, but you know,
look at the team, man. The team ain't no
they got no
normal
shooters. They got
team, man.
So the Lakers, man, great show, man. Today,
man.
Appreciate it. Before you leave, man, give the people your contact, man. Let them know where they can find you at, man.
I'm gonna be here. That's you know what I mean.
All right. If y'all want to see more, y'all want to see more Merle.
I'll definitely.
Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all let us know if y'all want to see more Jay or whatever. You know, I'm gonna call you all the names.
All that, man. We'll come up with something good, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all be safe.
All right, bro. This love. You know what I'm saying? And shout out. Any last shout outs you got, bro?
Hey man, shout out to me, man. Tony_Red904. That red is with 2 D's. That extra D is for drip. That extra D is for dope. That extra D is for Duval. Nigga, get up with me. Subscribe to the YouTube page or go to the Instagram page and hit the link, and it's gonna take you to the link tree, and everything you need to see is right there. Okay.
Yes, sir. And shout out to FAMU, shout out to JSU, shout out to Deion Sanders, man. I followed Deion Sanders the other day, and he really motivated. He's really motivated. Like you said,
Yeah.
I wake up motivated. I don't even need them, but it helps. I hope that I was able to help anybody or whatever. You know, if anybody's going through anything, you know what I'm saying, make sure you talk to somebody before you make any crazy decisions. I probably have made some crazy decisions in my life, and I'm really ready to, follow through with what I want to do in my life, man. So I'm out here on these streets again, man. But y'all gonna catch me somewhere everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Interviews, if you want to interview or whatever, hit me up at DOZHATOLDYA@gmail.com. If you want your business highlighted or shout out, hit me up at DOZHATOLDYA@gmail.com. Y'all tell everybody that I'm doing free interviews, everything damn near free for the next couple of weeks. But y'all gonna really pay when y'all want me to come back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pop up on you and I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna show the hell out for a couple of hours and see and let y'all see what I'm gonna do. But I'm not giving nobody no game. All the game is gonna be on this podcast, and it's gonna be attacks. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, yeah, man. We on 39, so we about to be on 40, man. We about to be over the hill.
Shouty.
Or whatever for the DOZHATOLDYA podcast. But remember, I'm not new to this. I'm saying I'm true to this. It's your boy Dame Doja. If it don't happen today, if it don't happen tomorrow, if it don't happen next week, just remember what I'm saying, when it do happen, that Doja told you. Tony Red, appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate everybody in the comment box, Black and Wild, Shared Street. DJ TC, tomorrow, Friday night, house party, Club TC on Mixler app at 8 o'clock. We're going to play the repeat, so if you want to hear anything you missed on this show, you can go back and listen to it on the repeat tomorrow on DOZHATOLDYA Radio. We are on DOZHATOLDYA Radio every day of the week. We got Tony Red coming on Tuesdays. He took a Tuesday off. He getting, things together. It's all good. We still got it coming because that was just a preliminary round. This was preseason. So we moving into the new year, but the so-called holiday season, we're going to be working out here, man. So you're going to see us a lot. So be prepared. This time, it's intentional, my brother.
Yeah.
DOZHATOLDYA.COM